again, and this is my thoughts on the canceled live-action Powerpuff Girls TV show they're gonna make. Oh gosh, that looked awful. Like the special effects, I think it wasn't finished yet because it was canceled, so I guess that's why it looked really cheap. Like it looked like one of those low-budget shark movies you would see on the Sci-Fi Channel. And if you're not a fan of the CW's whole badly written woke thing, there's like a whole line. It's like, oh, that show completely whitewashed us. Like, oh, come on. Like, I love diversity, don't get me wrong, and we need more diversity in shows and movies, but that's the wrong, and I know you don't want to listen to a white guy saying this, but that's the wrong way to do that. And what did they do to the Powerpuff Girl? Like Bubbles. Bubbles was the cute, innocent one, and they made her like a skank, and what did they do to them? And Professor Utonium, he was like a dink. He acted like he cared about their achievements. Like, this is no better than an adult Velma series. Like, why did they make Utonium like that? I know Utonium had his moments of not being smart, but what did they do to him? Like, he's like, why don't you just make three normal girls? Because that would be weird. Like, what did they do to Utonium? And Mojo Jojo, like, he's a son and a dad named Mojo and Jojo? Like, what was wrong with just making him a monkey? I know they're doing this whole live action thing to make some changes to make it believable, but it's Powerpuff Girls. Not everything can work like Batman. Like, Batman works because he's Batman. You don't need to make everything more believable. Like, it's Powerpuff Girls about a guy who creates three little girls in a potion. What's wrong with having a crazy monkey? Like, if you're gonna do it in live action with cheap effects, like, do it like Power Rangers or something. Like, do it weird and crazy, like Mighty Boosh or something. Like something like those other odd experimental weird live action shows or movies. I can't think of, like, do something crazy and weird with it. Like, it's Powerpuff Girls. Like, at least try to take risk or try to do something creative. Like, don't make Mojo into like some guy. Like, I like him as a brain monkey. Like, sure, the special effects would look cheap, but like, if they're gonna look this cheap, do something out of Power Rangers. I mean, yeah, it looks stupid, but if that's the only option, then go for it. And there's a little girl, I think she's supposed to be Princess Morbox or someone like Princess Morbox, but I don't know if she's just a made-up girl for the show. I don't recognize her or what she's supposed to be. She's like Princess Morbox. And there's a son named Jojo, and he's supposed to be Mojo's son, and there's like a whole flirt thing, and I'm like, oh, and what? Like, and he becomes the mayor of Townsville, but he wants revenge, and oh my gosh. Now, years ago, I did saw a guy called the Blockbuster Buster, and he did a video about the canceled live-action Powerpuff Girls series, and they said that Mojo was going to come back in a monkey's brain, but why would they do that? This feels like a show that would be have one season or get canceled after one season, unlike Velma. But if it did got a second season, they would try to be a little accurate to the show. Oh boy, this just looks wrong. Like, I don't think I reviewed anything Powerpuff Girls related on my channel, because I loved the Powerpuff Girls when I was a kid. I know that, like, I know some people might think, you like Powerpuff Girls? Isn't that a bit girly? Yeah, I doubt anyone thinks that. I think enough grown man knows that Powerpuff Girls is for everybody, and everyone loves Powerpuff Girls, despite if you're young or old, or a man or a woman. It's like it was a great series. It had a lot of action, a lot of heart, a lot of humor. It was a show meant for everyone. But this, I can't think of anyone. Like, who would the live action Powerpuff Girls show before? Like, there's not, like, it takes too much changes from the source materials, though it took fans off, and a lot of the whole premise would just seem too weird for other viewers. Like, it just, like, it's no better than the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie, or Velma, or the Last Airbender movie. Like, who would this show be aimed for? Like, it would probably get canceled. Even if they did made it a series, it would probably get canceled after one series. Or same with Velma, probably get a second season, and they might at least attempt to try to make it better. Well, I think I'm glad the live action Powerpuff Girls is canceled. I think we can all agree that Powerpuff Girls mainly works in animation. I mean, just look at the designs and the whole concept. It's mainly works better in animation. There was this I did had a thought of what a live action Powerpuff Girls movie would be. Like I thought maybe if I become a filmmaker, I can make a live action Powerpuff Girls movie and make it more creative and imaginative, but I think a lot of people are gonna think that Powerpuff Girls only works in animation than in live action. Well, what did you thought of it? What did you thought of the live action Powerpuff Girls show? Are you glad it's canceled? What are your thoughts? And comment below and give me your thoughts, and see you next time.